good evening, everyone, and welcome out to the Pelican Sports Report. We are starting off our District 2-5A preview this season, and we're joined by the man at the helm of the Pineville Rebels and Coach Bryant Bell. Coach, welcome.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Look, you guys have been busy. I don't know if there's a team that has been hard at it in the gym and been getting as much publicity as you guys have lately. You guys have been stirring some things up with the work you're doing.
Yeah, it's like I told another publication about a week ago on the interview idea. There may be teams out there that are bigger than we are. There may be teams that are more skilled than we are, but nobody in the state outworks our guys, and it's something that we're very proud of at Pineville.
Look, we had the opportunity to talk to one of the leaders on your team last week, and you've got several of them, but this young man comes as no surprise when I talk to you about Jacob Miranda. He is such a tremendous ambassador for your program, and he says that look, the time for talking and all that's done. The work's being put in the gym, the work's being put in on the field. What do you think when you see guys that are grasping that, like a Jacob Miranda?
It just shows that 4 years of consistency and staying with it, and guys like him, showing up every day, and showing the resilience that they've showed. It's just proof that that we're growing leaders, and I'm senior class, and I'm proud of the leaders that Jacob and the other guys are becoming. And I can't wait to see their hard work pay off for them this season.
One of the things that we've noticed is the work that the line is putting in. That's inside those guys in the trenches. And I know where you come from out of high school in that West Monroe area. That's really important. But I think the young man, and I saw his nickname Maui, getting a lot of attention out there too. These guys along the offensive defensive lines are putting in some work.
Yeah, we were laughing the other day. We were joking that he actually quit football when he was in eighth grade, and he showed back up, and it's hard to believe now, but he's a man now, and we're proud to have him on our team. But Coach Marcus Oliver, and he's done a great job turning working with our offensive line and getting those guys to where they are now, and we still have work to do, but we certainly have a nice foundation with our offensive line. It's a unit of our team that we're really high on, and they're gonna, in a lot of ways, they're gonna be a deciding factor in our success this season.
Indeed, they are, and you lose a few household names from a year ago. But how's the quarterback role shaping up? I think that's been a question mark in the off season for you.
Yeah, it is. We're working a couple of different guys there, a couple of different skill sets. But as of today, our guy we're going to roll with is Landon Grimes. I mean, he's a guy that runs a 4.5 40 and squats 500 pounds. So if we can't have success with him, if we can't make a quarterback out of him and a leader out of him, kind of turn him loose and let him do what he can do the best, and that's run the ball, then we're doomed for failure anyway. But he's gonna he actually got his first college offer today from Lyon College.
Yep, saw that.
A really good D3 school, and we're proud of him, and we believe the best is still to come for Landon and all of our guys.
Well, and that's a school that we've seen in our coverage of LCU and LSUA in their D3 roles that we've done. So we're familiar with the Scots of Lyon College, and that's great to see. And it seems like once that first one comes in, that's when a lot more of them. But take me back a couple of years with Landon, if you would. I mean, he comes out. You guys do your what is it? Your Ironman, and he comes in there as a freshman and says,
Yes.
"I don't care what year I am."
Yeah, he won it as a freshman, and I think he got third place as a junior. Eh, let's see, am I a year behind?
Yep, as a
Regardless, I know
sophomore, he got third. Yeah.
he's won it 1 year, and we actually held off on the results. We're actually in the middle. We're actually going into our team camp tomorrow, if you will, and
Right.
we're going to announce the results tomorrow, but he's I'll just say he's in the run for it
And
again.
you don't want to scoop it here on the show tonight? That'd be great.
Well, it's coming down between him and Jacob Miranda, our two of our leaders. So I'll leave it to them to hear it first. With
Well,
our team.
there you go. Look, that's two, and that's not a popularity contest. That's dudes that are out there in the gym busting their tails and putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, our competition is a ten event competition that promotes competition in the spring, and it's not biased. So when those two are up there, in the 1, 2, 3 spot, I mean, it's they earned that, and there's others that are excelling, but those two are worth mentioning for sure.
Well, absolutely they are. You got a big event coming up this weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we're kicking off our preview of District 25A. So, want to look back at your schedule just a little bit before we get into what would be the district slate of it. You got a couple of new names on your schedule this year, so let's look at the first half of it. Your scrimmage is coming up with a local group in Buckeye, or I
Yeah,
guess your jamboree.
yeah, we'll scrimmage in Natchitoches against Natchitoches Central, and then we'll host Buckeye in the Jamboree, a team that I said we played them when I was at Tioga for a couple of years. We were in the same district, and it was always competitive. But um, we're adopting the offense that they ran a year ago, and
Right.
we're looking forward to playing them. I know Coach York is going to come in and do a good job there, and kind of build on what Coach McLaughlin built, and hosting our jamboree is something we're looking forward to.
And now we've heard some rumors that you're gonna that you are, well, it's not a rumor, clearly it is what it is, that you guys are going to go at a little bit quicker pace this year. How's everybody responding to that?
Well, in the spring when we had our first meeting with it, our guys thought we were joking, that we were full of it, but it took them a little while to kind of say this crazy guy's for real. We're gonna do it. I mean, we're diving into it, and it's a kind of a reversal from our identity, but in a way, we're doing the things that we've always wanted to do, just in a different way. We're trying to achieve them in a different way, and we believe with better results.
Well, that's going to be it's certainly a lot of fun to watch. We see a number of teams, and when we followed Buckeye, and we've seen Ben at LCU, and we've seen, of course, when he was offensive coordinator at Alexandria, they'll go at a pretty quick. What's your over under on plays that you guys are going to shoot for offensively?
I mean, we would love to run 80 plays a game.
Right.
We're gonna run play. I mean, we're like I said, we're diving into it, and we're gonna try to score some points and run some plays and have some fun. Have some fun. Get the kids
Look,
having fun, and they're buying
you.
into it, and it's going in the right direction.
So, a question that I posed to Miranda when he was on here: that many plays, is there an opportunity for him to get on the other side and catch a football or get a little jet sweep?
I don't know. He's so important to our defense, and we at the end of the day, I'm a defensive guy. At the end of the day, our defense is who we hang our hat on, and we don't want to take away from them. I won't say never, but when it gets closer to playoff time, and we're making a push, but he's too important right now on that side of the ball, because I mean, we're really high on our defense, our senior laden defense, and our defensive coaches have done a great job on that side of the ball. We're just going to try to compliment them and score some points and win some football games by playing complementary football.
Defensive side of the ball is turning into a who's who of coaches around here. Of course, you brought in Justin Charles as your defensive coordinator, picked up Thomas Scully this year to do some work on
Yes,
there as well. There are a lot of guys that are putting some knowledge in these young men.
we we have a coaching staff, and it'd be hard to imagine a better coaching staff anywhere. I mean, uh, there are several guys that have head coaching experience, and it's Coach Scully has made an immediate impact this summer. Just like Coach Charles has over the last year, and other guys that we brought in too. I mean, it's a good room, and I'm privileged to just be a part of that room with everybody.
Offensive coordinator, you got you made some changes there too. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's an offensive coordinator by committee. To be honest with you, right now, we all have an input. We all have a role, and we're doing our part, and we're gonna see where it goes.
Arguably, you're sitting in one of the toughest districts in the league. You look in the state, you look up and down it, and we get a switch. West Washita goes away. Neville comes in, and that only
Right.
strengthens it a little bit. What do you guys have to do to have confidence at that halfway part? I see at New Iberia, I see a Vols in there. Then you got those two games with Tioga and Leesville before Red River at homecoming. A couple of different games in there, a couple of them still the same. But what do you have to come out and do to get confidence to attack that District 2 5A slate?
Well, hopefully we've already come out and begun that process. I challenge our guys back in June, really after spring ball in May, that we have to ramp it up. I want to be the best team that we've been on August 1st at Pineville High School that we've been yet in my going on 4 years here. And we have to hit the ground running. We have to win and be successful and win some of these these non-district games, preferably all of these non-district games, to by taking it one game at a time and building on the game before. And if we can do that, we can be our best going into district. We're gonna show up and compete, and we believe that we can hold our own. We held our own against West Monroe, against Ruston in the first half last year, and we just kind of ran out of gas. And we believe that our strong off season and some changes that we've made in our program are going to pay off to help us more than hold on in the future.
Well, Coach, we're always excited. That's one thing that you and I have talked about before. There's not ever been an ounce of quit in your team. I mean, look at the Ruston game where you take the final play to the house for the touchdown, or relatively the final play to the house for a touchdown on the kickoff. And a lot of teams may just have taken a knee, fair caught it, or whatever it is. We go back to Grimes, but he houses it.
Yeah, I mean he did, and to start that game, we onside kicked to start the game. We tried to set the tone, but we just couldn't move the ball and score any points, and ultimately hang in there. But we're never going to quit, and Landon's never going to quit, and you can hang your hat on that from the Pineville Rebels.
No doubt about it. Well, one thing that we're hanging our hat on is that little Gridiron Gala that's coming up next weekend. That's your second one. Big fundraiser for the program, and a lot of turnout last year at it. And I've seen a lot of good items that are up. But just tell us about that event that's coming up this weekend.
Our Rebel Football Club does a great job of organizing that event, and it's been something that we've wanted to do since I've got here, and we put it together last year, and it's just a great event of good adult fun and bidding on some pretty awesome items. There's some autographed jerseys by various people. There's guided hunting trips. There's Saints games. There's a little bit of everything, all the way down to ground coffee and some a 5-gallon bucket of pro grade Roundup, which I need here in my yard. But
I can take it.
It's a good time just hanging out in the Pineville community, and it's a good evening.
Are there still tickets that are available for that?
Yes, there are. We still have some. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't spoken with our our organizers on that yet, but if anyone's interested, then certainly reach out, and we'll give you a definitive answer.
Well, if you and two, if you've got room for it, we'd like to bring and drop off a couple of things from 446 Sports, maybe that can help raise a little money for the school and the program as well. We'd like to do that.
Sure, we're you can drop it off at our field house anytime. You can you have my phone number. We
Yep.
anything is appreciated. We no item is too big or too small. Some items may be won by with a $10 bid. Some items may be won with a $1,000 bid, but everything is appreciated.
So here's what I'd like to offer up is your guy that does the broadcast and his color commentator, an afternoon car wash with them two washing cars. How does that sound? Now they don't know about it yet, but
That sounds like a high-dollar bid to me.
do you think it'd bring a little bit of money, huh?
I think so. I think so. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would appreciate you volunteering them up for that.
That's right. Look, we're all good sports here. It's all for the good of the program. Get your PA
That's
guy
right.
and all of those guys that make that Friday night special. We'll get them out there. Coach Bryant Bell, we appreciate the time. Look forward to visiting with you all through the season on the Bryant Bell Show. That's going to be a lot of fun as always, and looking for a big year out of the Rebels this season.
So are we. Our guys deserve it. They've been through a lot. It takes a lot to get up and just keep coming back from some of the times that we've been through. But we know that the light is here at the end of the tunnel, and they've worked their tails off. A lot of them for 4 years now, and we know that this season is gonna turn out the way that these guys deserve, and we're proud of these guys no matter what.
Well, there you have it. Coach Bryant Bell, the Pineville High School Rebels. The Rebels Rising. Rebel Rising is going on over there in Sandy Canyon. We know that. Coach, good luck on your event this weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All righty.